There's a woman. She completely shuts down all of the police that come to her home by knowing the law and standing up for herself. Here's the first video.
Received a complaint that there's criminal activity going on at your residence. Okay? So, what we have to do, anytime we get a complaint, we have to investigate and say that it's either unfounded or that something, confirm that information.
Okay. So what kind of criminal activity?
So, it could be that, drugs are being sold from this location, or that drugs are inside of the location, that type of thing. So what I want to do today, ma'am, is take a look inside.
No, you're not going to take a look inside. You got a search warrant?
No, ma'am, and that's what I'm going to speak to you
You're
about.
not going to take a look inside.
Okay.
That's not going to happen.
Okay.
I got more video. More cops arrived. This is really silly, right? Who do you think we are, boo-boo the fool? You better go get you a probable cause warrant signed by a magistrate judge before you walk up in here. You think the police can just walk up in your home because somebody gave them an anonymous tip that you have illegal things going on inside of your house? Now, according to this cop, they're going inside of this home. That's what's about to happen, which will be a violation of due process, your civil rights, your privacy, everything. So here's more video.
Well, let me explain to you kind of our process so you're aware of what is going to happen. We receive a complaint, we investigate it, okay? If it's unfounded, we're out of your hair. You never have to deal with us ever again.
It is unfounded. There's some drugs in my house. I have 2 kids. I'm disabled. Right. My husband is at work right now.
Okay.
Nobody here has a criminal record. I have no criminal record. My husband has no criminal record. We just moved here from across the street. I've lived over there for 5 years. I just moved over here last month.
Sure.
So, no, you're not. If you give me a search warrant, you can come on in and look all around you want.
That's right. Get you a search warrant. Come on in. As a matter of fact, I have some tea and cookies waiting for you. But you got to get that search warrant. That's the way the law works. Okay. Now, the next video will show you the level of manipulation this officer was willing to go to by basically weaponizing SWAT to put fear in this black woman, to allow them to come into her home in violation of her stated rights. Here it is.
And this is the thing. Our process for when we have a search warrant is SWAT comes, busts down the door,
That's
goes
fine.
through things.
That's fine.
I don't want to have to do that.
Because when y'all damage my stuff and y'all find nothing, you're going to pay me, so it's fine.
Ma'am, this is what I'm asking. Is there a better time we can come back, maybe when your husband is here?
No.
Because here's what's going to happen. If I can go in, make sure you don't have any ninjas jumping out, bazookas laying around, nothing like that, I'm going to say...
but I'm the only one over here on this little corner, and people want to call about my black ass being over here in this little corner, minding my own business.
I agree.
It's because they're living in them trashy houses right there, and they're upset that we got the nicest house up here, so they want to call and lie on me. I'm not.
I agree with
this
you,
garbage.
but that seems really unfair.
I got more video, but let me do this first. Let me break down what's happening so far. Initially, they say, listen, we're going to come in there no matter what. This is how it works. She tells them no. Then they go to, she says, okay, we're going to have SWAT come in here because if I get a warrant, SWAT's going to come in, bust down the door. The answer is no. She said, well, listen, do you mind making an appointment with us? Can we come back a little later? Okay, officer, if you think this house is trafficking in narcotics, do you believe maybe they would throw the narcotics away by the time they schedule the appointment? My point is, at this level of conversation, you know good and damn well they don't have drugs in the house. What kind of officer really believes you're selling drugs and willing to come back when your husband is home, set an appointment later for that day? Nobody. It shows you what was happening here. It was a power struggle. Here's more video.
I have to do my job. Okay.
I didn't call you, so.
Okay. And part of that is I have to make sure nothing's going on. If I can say...
There's nothing going on. You smell anything going on around this?
Man.
Does it look like anything's going on around here? Do you see my yard? Do you see my grass cut? I just bought a new car today. I just bought a new car today. Carvana just delivered my car today. That's probably where the call came from, because they're mad. People are mad and jealous. I mind my own business. I've been around this neighborhood for 5 years.
That's why I want to get out of your business.
I have a record. My husband doesn't have a record. We don't bother anybody. My kids go to school right up the street. And the teachers love them. They have no problem.
I'm sure they do.
It's coming over here like this.
Yeah, all right. This happened in Arlington, Virginia. I'm going to give you as much background as I possibly can. Let me show you the screenshot of how many cops eventually came for a huge, absolutely nothing burger. All right. Once again, an attempt to intimidate this black female. Other than the video being uploaded to TikTok on 9/5 with a basic description, we do not know how this ended for the homeowner. It does not appear to have been picked up anywhere else other than repost on Reddit. I would love to know the rest of the story here. I would love to know what was the final conclusion to this back and forth. Now, remember, the officer who was talking went from saying, we're coming in today to, if I get a warrant, SWAT is going to come in, to, can I schedule an appointment later with you? All right. Utter insanity. Senator Turner, they do this to individuals who they feel as if do not have access to lawyers, do not have access to income in order to afford the attorneys, or they don't have the status to fight them as a department. And here's why I'm highlighting the story. I want to know the rest of it. I want to know, did they proceed to violate this woman's rights or not? I would like somebody to contact me if you know the rest of this story so I can be highlighted and aware of it. And if there needs to be an advocacy action on behalf of this family, we want to know so we can do so. All right, Senator, what are your thoughts here?
So glad you're doing this, Doc. It is intimidation. All those police officers, they could have been out there fighting some real crime instead of harassing and intimidating this woman. And, you know, what really stuck out for me, Doc, was the fact that she felt the need to list all the things that her family is or is not. Been living here for 5 years. My kids go to the school. The teachers love them. We are not criminals. I just had a new car delivered. Black people often find themselves in these kinds of situations in this country where we have to justify our humanity. And that was, for me, that's really painful because this is not a one-off. This is what it means to be Black in America, whether it is the confrontation or the situation that this Black woman had in standing up for her family or just going through life in general. These kinds of microaggressions, experiences, and it's enough to make you holler, scream, be mad. You know, the great novelist James Baldwin once said, to be relatively conscious, you know, in American, I'm paraphrasing him, is to be, and to be Black is to be in a rage all the time.
That's right.
That is yet another example as to why Black people are mad as hell.
Very well said.
Have a right to be anyway.
Yeah, very well said.